Hello everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a process video for the April challenge over at Challenge Yourself. This is a challenge blog that challenges scrapbookers to use pictures of themselves on the layouts. Just a good reminder to always, get out from behind the camera and get in front of the camera. And this theme for the month is then and now. So you can interpret that however you want, and just make sure that there's a photo of you somewhere on the page. You can go to the link in the description box below to get more information about the challenge and the prize that's being offered, see what the rest of the design team has created, and enter your own take on this challenge. So I am doing a pretty typical, past photo, present photo thing with this layout. I happened to find, I knew it was going to be tricky because I needed to be in the photo. And I didn't really have many recent photos of myself, but I found this photo and it had already been cut down to like 4x4 size, probably by my mom. And it was of me when I was pregnant in 2015. And I was reading a panda book to this giant stuffed panda that my husband got for the baby. And so you've probably seen layouts with it before if you are familiar with my channel. Every month for her first year, we took a photo of the baby with the panda just to see how she was growing alongside this giant panda. And then we started doing it once she turned a year old. We started doing it every year. So every birthday, she takes a picture with this giant panda. We'll see how long it lasts. We did it this year for her 7th birthday. Will she still be 17 and getting her picture taken with a giant panda? I don't know. Will we still have the giant panda in 10 years? I don't know. But it's a fun little ritual that we do for now. And so I took the photos of her with the panda this year. So that was in March. And I decided to put them together with this photo just so we could kind of show back then when she was not even born and where she is now as a 7-year-old. So the photo that has me in it is 4x4, and I'm backing all the photos on some Catherine Pooler 6x6 pattern paper. It's black and white polka dots. So I thought that would be the perfect color for black and white pandas. And then the photos with my daughter in them, I printed out on my Canon IV mini printer. So they're 2x3 size, and they do have their own adhesive, which is super helpful because right now I am using an adhesive that I hate. It's double-sided tape from Scotch, but it's not the normal double-sided tape that I usually buy from them. It has a paper backing that is super hard to get off. And maybe if I actually had thumbnails, like my fingernails on my thumbs are really, really low. Maybe if I actually had fingernails, it would be a little bit easier to peel off, but I don't. So I hate it. And it's like just awful. And I need to buy some more of my regular adhesive. I just haven't done it yet because I keep forgetting. Anyway. I'm doing some greens here. So I did mixed media greens with 2 Tim Holtz Distress Oxide sprays using the smushing technique. So I had, the lawn one. Hold on, maybe I can find it if I reach for it. Rustic Wilderness, and then the other one was like Mowed Lawn or something. So one's a little bit darker, one's a little bit lighter. But I just did the smushing technique. Or actually, I did the smushing technique with a darker color, I think. And then I'm going to go on top of it and do splatters with the lighter color in a little bit. And I rolled my paper towels on top of the mixed media just to help things dry a little bit faster, so I didn't have to wait too long. And now I have taken some green pattern paper that's also from the Catherine Pooler from the A6x6 summer themed paper pad, which I think was part of my March haul. And I chose green because pandas eat bamboo, which is green. And that was the color scheme of my daughter's nursery when she was a baby. So green, black, and white. So I didn't have any black Distress Oxide spray, so I couldn't do that. So I went with the green. And there's a little bit of green in the original picture, I think. Well, there's green in the book. It's an Eric Carle book, Panda Bear. I cannot say it. Panda Bear. What do you see? Which is kind of like Brown Bear, but it was a version of the book that he made with someone else to highlight endangered species, endangered animals. So we've had that since she was a baby, and it's got green in it. So I'm doing green with a little bit of black and white, and that's what I'm going to use for my embellishments as well. This is a very random put together layout because I'm not using a specific collection. I'm just using random stuff from my stash. And so I'm literally just going to go through off camera and like pull out all of the green, black, and white embellishments that I have in my stash and figure out a way to use them on this layout. So the pattern papers there, the green ones, I should let you know, they were from a 6x6 paper pad. So I just cut those squares into triangles. I just cut them in half. And then I fanned the triangles out so that they're going to look like they're coming out from behind the photos. I know they don't go all the way around, but the photos are going to cover up that white space at the bottom. All right. So, this is also something that I'm going to enter in my Paper Issues Bingo Challenge for the month of April. I have used triangles on my bingo card. So I've got triangles with those pattern papers. Yay, crossing another thing off the list. I have adhered those two photos down with just the regular flat tape. But I'm doing the second smaller photo popping up on foam dots just to give things a little bit more dimension, want some visual interest here. And I feel like I was going to say something else before I got distracted telling you about the Paper Issues Bingo Challenge. The title of this is another great way to bust stuff from your stash. So I have these Simple Stories letters. They were black with like sort of a, not like blue, sort of a cross between like a light blue and a green. And so I'm going to title this, of course, Now and Then, because that also goes with the theme for the month. Those alphas I'm using, I got at the Dollar Tree last year, I think. And they aren't like they aren't the right color fit, but they'll do. And they add a little bit of more color and fun, I guess. And then the ampersand is black and white. That's very old American crafts. Like that's old. That's so old. I think I got it at Michael's, right? They don't sell that stuff at Michael's anymore. But yeah, I recently went back through my stash. I had a whole drawer of just from Alpha sticker sheets, numbers and hashtags and ampersands and that kind of thing that I had just separated in an attempt to organize, and I kind of forgot that I had them because I don't put all my other alphas in that drawer. So I was like, you know what? I got to find a way to use stuff like this. So there's one of those ampersands. And then here are some of the green, black, and white embellishments that I pulled. There's some Pink Fresh. There's some Paige Evans. I mean, it's a sticker that has a thread, a bobbin. Is that what it's called? I don't sew. But it has nothing to do with anything in these photos. But it's green. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it on there. There's some Simple Stories in here as well. Yeah, just kind of like getting a little random here, putting different word phrase stickers and stuff like that. Just finding like places to tuck these things into. Oh, some Echo Park as well. That was the last sticker that I put on. And then I have some Black Nouveau drops. So I'm just testing it first to make sure that it comes out fine, because the first time, especially if you haven't used it in a while, if you don't test it first, sometimes it just like comes out in like a big clumpy glob and you're like, oh crap. So always test your Nouveau drops before you start using them on your page. And I'm just putting a few Nouveau drops around the outside of the page just for, again, something a little bit extra. It's the right color. It adds extra dimension. And it's fun to use up stuff from your stash. If you're going to buy it, you might as well use it. So just finding different elements that I can add to this. I don't have any enamel dots or sequins or anything that fit the color scheme. So that's why Nouveau drops are a great thing, and they don't run out very quickly like a sticker sheet of enamel dots does. So here are the splatters in that other green color, and then that's going to do it for this layout. I think I do a little bit of journaling off camera. You might see that in the close-ups here, but that's about it. So please let me know if you have any questions or comments about anything you've seen in this video. Leave those down below or just say hi, and I hope that this video was inspiring for you and that you come back again for more scrapbook process videos right here on this channel. Bye!